Good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching from, and may God bless you in the name of Jesus. This is Victor Edit coming your way again. I'm a pastor and a life coach, and just passionate about sharing some truth with you that will help you in life. I want you to do me a favor, like this video and share it. Let your friends, your relatives, your family members, the things I'm talking about in this series on retirement is so important, and you want everybody in your family to know this truth. So share this video, invite them to like this page, invite them to be part of this page, to hear the things you're hearing, so that the burden of retirement will not rest on your shoulder. And today I'm going to talk about something so very important. The one thing you must not retire without having. One thing you must not retire without having. Please share this video and like this video. I welcome your comments and your feedbacks. I will be glad to respond to you and share my thoughts with you further. So please, just 3 seconds, click the like button and click the share button. Let everybody on your page hear this truth. The one thing you must not retire without having. Thank you so much. You know, like I've been saying in the previous videos, which you can also watch on this page, there's something you cannot retire. You cannot afford to retire without having this one thing. You cannot afford to retire without having this one thing in place. You cannot afford to retire. I repeat, you cannot afford to retire without ensuring that this one thing is in place. And what is that one thing? Your house. Your house. You can't afford to retire without having your own house. You cannot afford to retire without having your own house. You see, there are many things in life you can take for granted, but never take for granted the fact that you must have your own house before retirement. If you retire into a rented accommodation, a rented flat, a rented house, it will be very difficult for you to enjoy your retirement. It's going to be the most difficult thing for you to do. The most difficult thing for you to navigate through. Retiring into a rented apartment is the biggest mistake you can make. So do all you can while you're working. Begin now. Don't go after cars. Get a land, build your house. Don't go after flashy cars. Get a property. Buy your own house, build your own house. Whatever it will take, get your own house. A house you can call my own, with your name on the title deed. If you don't do this, retirement will be a living hell for you. Because one of the things you don't need is that at the time you should enjoy yourself, you're having to think of where your rent is coming from, when you're going to pay your rent, how you're going to discuss with your landlord to make an arrangement. You know, these are the headaches you don't need when you retire. These are the headaches you do not need when you retire. These are the headaches you must avoid. The headache of house rent. Make sure you retire into your own house. And so if you are working and you don't have a house, let that be your priority and not a car. As long as you have a place you call my own, you will dwell in peace. The day you don't have food, you can drink water. Nobody will disturb you for rentals. The day there's no food to eat, you can sleep and close your two eyes. Nobody will knock on your door to pay your rent, and your rent is due. This is one headache you must avoid in this life. When you retire into your own house. So while you are working, as you're working, ensure that the number one priority for you is not to buy a car and drive like others, but to buy a property, buy a land, build your own house. Even if it is just enough for you and your family, it's okay. Have something you can call my house. It is the best thing you can do, because it will deliver you from headaches and unnecessary disturbances. It will take stress from you. The house must be your number one priority. And so as you're hearing me now, sit down and walk towards getting your own house. You will thank me tomorrow. You will thank me tomorrow. Never retire into a rented house. Never retire into a rented apartment. You will not enjoy your retirement. So do all you can, all that is in your power, to make sure that you retire into your own house. Don't want to live like others. Don't pursue what others are pursuing. There are things that are important. There are things that are not important. This is the most important thing for you. Have a roof over your head. Have your own house, a place you can call my own. You discover that when you retire, you will sleep in peace. Even when there is no food to eat, you will be happy that you don't have the stress of house rent. The stress of house rent has made a lot of people to die before their time. The stress of house rent have reduced a lot of people to a life of regret and pain. And I don't want you to have that regret. This is the one thing you must have before you retire: your own house. So as you're preparing for your retirement, make sure you build your house. Make sure you have your property. Make sure that you have your own house. It is the most important thing you cannot afford to miss in this life before you retire. Retire into your own house, and you will live happily ever after. Thank you for listening to me. And please like and share this video. May God bless you and come your way.